Act 1, Scene 1, The Tragedy of Othello, filmed and produced by Savaya Productions, directed by Sandra Melendez and co-directed by Valeria Salas. Starring Yamilet Hernandez as Iago, Sandra Melendez as Rodrigo, and Valeria Salas as Brabantio. The newlyweds happily marry secretly without the consent of Desdemona's father. With the devious deception of Iago, he lures Rodrigo into the evil plan to sabotage the marriage by snitching to Brabantio that his daughter has married a different race, the Black Moor. After the shocking news, Rodrigo became enraged and motivated to end Othello and Desdemona's love. Through jealousy, Iago is motivated to help Rodrigo and coach him to the first step, Brabantio's realm. Tush, never tell me, I took it much unkindly, that thou, Iago, who had my purse, as if the strings were thine, shouldn't know of this.
Splud, but you'll not hear me if I did dream of such a matter abhor me.
Thou didn't hold me in my hate.
Despise me if I do not, 3 great ones of the city in personal suit to make me his lieutenant, off cape to him, and by faith of man I know my price, I am worth no worse a place, but he, as loving his own pride and purposes, it made stem with bombcast circumstance. Horribly stuffed with epithets of war, none suits my medicators for certes, he says. I have already chose my officer, and what was he? Forsooth a great arithmetician, one Michael Cathio, a Florentine, a fellow almost damned and fair wife, that never set a squadron in the field, nor the division of a battle knows, more than a spinster, unless the bookish theoretic, wherein the tongue counsels can propose as masterly as he. Mere prattle without practice in all his soldiership. But he, sir, had thy election, and I, of whom his eyes have seen the proof, at Rhodes, at Cyprus, and on other grounds. Christian and heathen must he believed and calmed by debater and creator. This countercaster he in good time and his lieutenant be, and I, God bless the mark, his moorship and ancient.
By heaven, I would rather have been in my hangman.
Why, there's no remedy, 'tis the curse of service. Preferment goes by letter and affection, and not by old gradation, where each second stood heir to thy first. Now, sir, be judge yourself, whether I in any just term and affine to love the more.
I would not follow him then.
O sir, content you, I follow him to serve my turn upon him. We could not all be masters, no, all masters could not be truly followed. You shall mark many duchess and knee-crooking cave, that doing on his own obsequious bondage wears out his time, much like his masters ask for naught but provender, and when he's old cashiered. Whip me such honest knaves, others there are who trimmed in forms and visages of duty, keep yet their hearts attending on themselves, and throwing but show of service on their lords, do well thrive them, and when they have lined their coats, do themselves homage. These fellows have some souls, and such a one do I profess myself, for sir, it is as sure as you, Rodrigo. Were I the Moor, I would not be Iago, in following him, I but myself, heaven is my judge, not I for love and duty, but seeming so far particular, and for when my outward action thus demonstrate a native act and figure of heart, in complement extern, 'tis not long after, but I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for draws to peek at. I am not what I am.
What a full fortune does the thick lips own, if he can carry thus.
Call up her father, rouse him, make him after him, poison his delight, proclaim him in the street, incense her kingsman, and though he is in fertile climate dwell, plague him with flies, though that his joy be joy, throw yet such chances of vexation on as it may lose some color.
Here's your father's house. I'll call aloud.
Do with thy timorous accent and dire yell, as when by night and negligence the fire is spied in popular cities.
Well, ho, Brabantio, Signor Brabantio, ho!
Awake, what hope, Brabantio? Thief, thief! Look out your house, your daughter, and your bags. Thieves, thieves!
What is the reason for this terrible summons? What is the matter there?
Signor, is all your family within?
Are your doors locked?
Why, wherefore ask you this?
Zound, sir, you're robbed for shame. Put on your gown, your heart is burst. You have lost half your soul. Even now, very now, an old black ram is tupping your white eel. Arise, arise, awake the snorting citizen with the bell, or else the devil will make a grandsire of you. Arise, I say.
What? Have you lost your wits?
Most Reverend Signor, do you know my voice?
Not I. What are you?
My name is Rodrigo.
The worst are welcome. I have charged thee not to haunt about my doors. An honest plainest thou hast heard me say, my daughter is not for thee. And now it madness being full of supper, and the stamping draughts, upon malicious knavery thou'st come to start my quiet.
Sir!
But thou must needs be sure, my spirits and my place have in their power to make this bitter to thee.
Patience, good sir.
What tell'st thou me of robbing? This is Venice, my house is not a grange.
Most grave Brabantio, in simple and pure soul I come to you.
Sound, sir, you are one of those that will not serve God if the devil bid you, because we come to you service and you think we are ruffians. You'll have your daughter covered with a Barbary horse, you'll have your nephews neigh to you, you'll have your coursers for cousin and genets for Germans.
What profane wretch art thou?
I am one, sir, that comes to tell you your daughter and the Moor are making the beast with two backs.
Thou art a villain.
You are a senator.
Sir, I will answer anything, but I speech you. If you'd pleasure and most wise consent, as party I find it is, that your fair daughter at this odd even and dull watch the nights, transported with no worse nor better guard, but this is a knave of common hire, a gondolier, to the gross claps of the Laviscan Moor. If this is known to you, your allowance, when then have you done my bold strings? But if you know now this, my manners tell me, we have your wrong rebuke. Do not believe that from all sense of civility, I thus you play and trifle with your reverence. Your daughter, if this you have not given up to your leave, tying her duty, beauty, wit, and fortunes, of here and everywhere, straight satisfy yourself if she be on the chamber of your house. Let loose on your justice of the state, for thus decluing you.
Strike on the tinder, ho! Give me a taper! Call up all of my people! This accident is unlike my dream. Belief of it oppresses me already. Light, I say, light!
Farewell, for I must leave you. It seems not meet nor wholesome to my place to be produced as if I stay I shall against the Moor. For I do the state, however this may guide him with some check, cannot with safety cast him, for he is embarked with such loud reasons to the Cyprus boards, which even now stands and acts for their souls. Another of his phantom they have gone to lead their business, in which regards though I do hate him as I do hell pains, yet for necessity of present life I must show out a flag as sign of love, and is indeed but sign that you shall surely find him. Lead him to Sagittarius and raise the search, and there will I be with him. So farewell.
Is it too true and evil? Gone she is, and what's to come of my despised time is not but bitterness. Now, Rodrigo, where dost thou see her? Oh, unhappy girl! With the Moor, sayest thou? Who would be a father? How dost thou know 'twas she? Oh, she deceives me, past thought! What said she to you? Get mo tapers, raise all the kindred. Are they married, think you?
Truly, I think they are.
Oh heaven, how got she out? Oh treason of a blood! Fathers from hence, trust not your daughters' minds by what ye see them act. Is there not charms by which the property of youth and maidhood may be abused? Have you not read, Rodrigo, of such a thing?
Yes, sir, I have indeed.
Call up my brother. Oh, would you had had her some one way, some another. Do you know where we may apprehend her in the Moor?
I think I can discover him, if you please, to go get good guard and go along with me.
Pray you lead on. At every house I'll call, I may command at most. Get weapons, ho, and raise some special officers of might. On, good Rodrigo, I will deserve your pains. Using the cultural criticism to analyze the scene of Othello, it is evident that Iago, Rodrigo, and Brabantio share the same culture. This is seen by the costumes and beard that they use to demonstrate these characters. It should be noted that these characters look down upon Othello for not being like their culture. Through Brabantio's anger and his use of a torch, it shows that he seeks revenge against Othello for marrying his daughter.